There we go. Hello, my name is Krixel and I am here to show you how I make comic. This video, or series of videos as it will probably become, because I have a 15-minute limit on my YouTube channel. Well, I'm making this as a sort of special thing for strip number 100. So let's get going. I'm going to make strip number 99 now. And as well, you probably have read it if you're watching this video, since I'm going to link to it in the commentary for strip number 100. So you'll know that strip number 99 only has one character, and it's a little simple compared to some other strips. Not much simpler, but still. We need two instances of paint open, and I'll get out this file and this file. This is the layout, and here we have block and Krixel. They used to be in separate files, but they appeared together so often that I found it, well, there was no reason to keep them that way. It was much simpler to put them in the same file. A few different characters are in shared files. Anyway, in step 99 we'll have Krixel rotated that way, placed along here. Sorry. And we'll have the same in this panel. Now, here, this thing is in the way of this part of him. Well, I could move this out of the way, then place Krixel there, and then have that overlap and cover Krixel. I choose to do it the opposite way. Well, not the opposite way, yeah, but I have a line in for each character showing where the top of the copyright box is, so I can copy only the bit that is above the box. That way, the copyright box covers him without there actually being anything to cover, because I didn't actually move the copyright box. Now that we have the actual character in the strip, it's time to put in the expressions, the mouths required. Now, usually there are a varied set of expressions in each strip, but considering the actual dialogue in this strip, I think most of them will, at least, if not all of them, will get this one. The open, smiling mouth. Different characters can have different amounts of mouth. This thing is really nothing I need right now, or probably ever will need. So anyway, for some reason I've made several of the characters' mouths facing the other way than the actual character, the opposite way. So I'll either have to mirror rather one of them, either the character or the mouth. Other characters again have the mouths facing the same way as the character. So now that we know that he's talking and smiling, yeah, it's time to get into dialogue. Sorry. And in this particular strip, I'm thinking I might want to have a Norwegian flag in the first panel. I'll put that in after the dialogue, I think. Just move this. The record control, you can't see it in the video, but it's there. Now, this I usually click it when I do the text box, so that they don't overwrite like this. So, what is he saying in this? Can you remember? Well, he's asking. Well, that's a rhetorical question, I think. Why is the Norwegian flag red, white, and blue? And then he goes on to explain. It's actually just a joke until unless you, of course, is joking. Oh, he says the blue. Now my script says the blue. The blue is for. I think I'll put in a part there. I often wind up writing something slightly different than script. First bite, or for the rain. Sorry again if that made a sound. I think I'll remove that after all. Just because it looks better. I like to keep them roughly the same length. Of course, it would be a huge difference if I had not the rain and roughly like that. I'll come to the alignment later. Yeah. And what is he saying in the second panel? Well, he goes on to the color white. Oops. Like that. The white part is for paleness due to lack of sun or for the snow. There we go. And finally, the last panel with the punchline. Alright, I can do that. I forgot that. Anyway, in the third panel it says, and the red part represents how when the sun actually does appear. Yes, so surprised. Can I align that better? Don't we forget to wear sunscreen? the red part, I'll leave it like that. Now, this all looks a lot. Oh, it's adjusted to the left, which is obviously not what we want. Now, the version of Paint I'm using does not support the text alignment, so I'll have to do it manually. So, what I do is I take each line, or each bubble I mean, and I align the lines after the longest line. So I move this. Let's check. Now I can clearly see to the left here that it's 4 pixels, not blocks. I may have played too much Minecraft. But if I'm uncertain, I check down here. If you look there when I do this, I can see that's not quite right. Oh, if you look down at in the lower right corner, you can see it says 5x16. The 16 means nothing to us right now, but the 5 is the important part. Now, I actually got this perfect because when the lines have an odd number for the length, they... Wait, that's odd. This line isn't odd number. So if it's 4 there, 5 there... Oh yeah, this one is odd numbered. Sorry about that. Anyway, if they're odd numbered, the difference in between them, I mean, in this case 4 plus 5 is 9, that's odd numbered. Then I'll have the as close as I get with the axis 1 on this side, the right side. And then I'll go ahead to do the same for each bubble. This is 8 and 16. I'll have to move it 4 pixels to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I check again to make sure I got it right. 12 and 12. Perfect. Sorry. In this case, the longest line is the middle one. So, same again. Sorry if this is a little boring. 7 and 9. 1 pixel to the right. I'm getting better at using my eyes to roughly estimate where the line should be. 8 and 6. Again, 1 pixel to the right. There. It's simply a matter of practice. You can see that this line doesn't need to be moved. Unless actually this one is the longest, so I guess we'll have to move it. But this one has no need to be moved, because it'll have the one axis on this side. This one, on the other hand, definitely needs to be moved. That's not too hard, I think. I mean, that's too short, I think. 32 and 18. Oh yeah, definitely too short. 28, 22. So 3 lines there. But for now, I'll have to end this part, and I'll see you in the next part.